Oh, well, good afternoon, campers. It's just gone 1700. Sat out with me van. Not done much today. Was going to do a lot, but never got round to it. Just planned about how I'm going to put this fence up. It's the 4th of July. And there's not much really to say. It's been Gay Pride Week, hasn't it, or something like that. Like a homosexuals get together or something. I can't understand how that people call homosexuals puffs, things like that, when you've got to be pretty tough to be a homosexual, I would think. As in sticking one's cock up another man's asshole as a recreational pastime. I think you've got to be pretty tough to do that. I did notice that, I can't remember what his name is, he's that Irish guy, isn't he? Not Irish guy, a Birmingham guy. In like him being gay himself, referring to other gays as shirt lifters. So that leads me on to, is it okay for a gay person to call somebody a shirt lifter? But it's not okay for a non-shirt lifter to call somebody a shirt lifter. Makes you think, doesn't it? It's a bit like I was watching a video today, and about this black man, another black man in America on the ground with a gun because he left his car running outside because he had something wrong with starting on it. And the guy jumped in it, but he couldn't make it move because it was a stick shift, not an automatic, trying to steal his car. So he go out there with a what's it, and I don't really like the N word, but when a black man calls another man the N word, isn't that just as offensive as a white man calls it to him? But the policeman didn't seem to mind because he said I should have shot the N. The copper. Makes me think, what's right for one and right for another. I mean, if you're a Pakistani and you come from Pakistan and people call you a Paki, apparently that's offensive. It's racist. But if you're in Australia and somebody calls you a Pom from England, why isn't that racist? Definitely fucking rules for one and rules for another, isn't there? I mean, I've told you this before. I used to have an Indian mate who lived in Cornwall, biker. And he used to complain about how we used to get treated like 30, 40 years ago, going into pubs and they would actually have signs outside saying no bikers and what have you. And that was fine. But after I'd known him about 3 or 4 weeks, he said, do you know what the thing, the guy will say, he introduced himself to me as Packy Pete. And he said, do you know what the worst thing about people calling me Packy Pete is? I'm not a Pakistani, I'm a fucking Indian. But he used to make me chuckle. But he was a fucking sound lad. If the shit hit the fan, you want him on your shoulder, he could fucking fight. Well, I don't know what to entitle this thing. I mean, talking about homosexuals and one thing and another, which I've got no problem with whatsoever. As it goes, I've got some good mates. Well, I got a couple of mates. They're on the other bus. A couple of female ones, a couple of male ones. I'm not trying to say, people say, oh, I'm not racist. I've got a friend that's black. No. Well, I'm not racist. I don't give a fuck if you're green, yellow, pink, black, or whatever fucking colour you are, as long as you don't owe me money. It's quite good though, isn't it? Because you've got racists, people racist. You could be a fattest. Got a lot of fat people. But I suppose, like, I'm just over 16 stone, so can I call fat people fat? Is that allowed? Am I heavy enough? I tell you what, this world's coming to. Everybody's turning into a fucking wanker, isn't they? Oh, it does make me chuckle. It does make me fucking laugh. You know, there's all this going on in fucking Ukraine and what have you. And then they're grizzling about fucking Boris having a fucking party around his house. Having a drink around his house. And all things like that. And some fucking gay fucking, whatever it's fucking called, parliamentarian MP, whatever it is, touching two blokes in a nightclub. I expect they fucking loved it. If you go to those sort of places, you've got to accept those sort of things. Ooh. Now, I don't believe you should touch anybody, really, but the thing is it's just getting beyond the joke, isn't it, with people. You know, they say, oh, this happened to me, I'm offended. But what right have you got not to be offended? Somebody says something to you and it offends you, well, fucking be offended. Show me where it hurts. You know, I've had things said to me that have offended me. You know. But it's just beyond me. It really, really is. Just beyond me. You know, but like it's always been the British way, hasn't it? I mean, if you're tall, they call you tiny. If you're short, they call you lofty. If you're a fat cunt, they call you a fat cunt, don't they? Well, or is that just me? That's just what people call me, I think. Do I look upset? Not really. Anyway, I'm here back at the nest. We're having a barbecue, but she's cooking it inside tonight, which should be quite nice. And I should be off on my travels tomorrow. So anyway, peeps, I'll speak to you all later. Remember, stay classy, no fighting. I love you all. Bye-bye. And you skins.